I don't want to do either of those things.
Yeah, but if you had to, though. We set the scene, we have a choice. We must decide on the correct answer. I'm Kyle.
And I'm not Kyle.
And this is If You Had To, though. You're not Kyle. Today's guest is black belt 4 times over in karate and instructor of karate classes, James Levermore.
Hello, how is everybody?
They can't actually answer.
They can message, they can write, they can comment.
They can comment. They can comment. But by the time this episode goes out, because I record so far in advance, by the time this episode comes out, they're not going to remember it.
For them, it'll be like it's today.
I suppose I could comment in the comments.
No, in the comments, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Do it all in the comments.
Yeah, audience participation.
Yes, that's something this podcast needs. This isn't Nathan, by the way.
We've established that.
We have established that, but I mean, our fans aren't the brightest of sparks. Not to stop people listening or anything. Definitely listen to this podcast. But no, Nathan, we've chucked him out of the studio yet again, just because we like to have new faces on the show.
Nice recovery. Recovery. Let's insult the fans and then bring them back in.
So yeah, you are a black belt in karate and you teach karate.
Yes.
That's about all there is to say.
That's about all there is to say, isn't it? Yeah, I've got a black belt in 2 different styles of karate, in taekwondo, and I run my own classes where I teach from the age of 4 upwards to adult.
So basically what we're saying is people don't want to meet you in a dark alleyway if they're going to try and mug you.
If they're going to try and mug me?
Yeah. I mean, no, you're not just hanging around in alleyways waiting to use your karate skills on people. No, that's not what we're saying at all.
I like that you insinuate that I hang around in dark alleyways.
I mean, that's where I first met you. You were in a dark alleyway, you had that big trench coat, you asked me if I wanted to buy loo roll.
Was it loo roll or was it one of those weird funky eggs?
Oh, we've done this episode before. Damn, I'm repeating myself. Okay, let's restart. So anyway, the premise of this show is that we create scenarios for each other, resulting in 2 possible outcomes. We'll discuss each outcome's pros and cons and decide definitively on the correct answer.
That's some big words.
And I say it every week, but still I have to have it written down for me, because for some reason I can never remember my own words.
Awesome.
Oh, I've got a story for you, actually.
A story?
Yeah,
okay.
I did do karate when I was a kid.
Ooh.
I did karate and I got to orange belt, and I don't know what that means because I don't remember it. I think I was about 10, maybe 11.
Yeah.
And I remember getting up to orange belt and being really proud of it. And then one day I was just like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Okay. Karate nerd moment.
Yeah.
Here we go. Belt colours.
Yeah.
Were initially introduced in the 1930s.
Oh, wait a minute. First fact for the episode. And this is a genuine fact. We never have genuine facts on this show. So this is good. Everyone listen and get your notebooks ready.
Yep, genuine fact. The belt colours were initially introduced in the 1930s. Up until that point, they didn't exist. It was designed as a way of keeping track of who'd done what, who could do what. The colours themselves varies slightly from club to club or school to school, but you'd normally start with a white, then a yellow, then a red, then an orange, green, brown, purple, blue, and work through that way. And it was done as signifying the sun setting and coming down into the evening, into the ground, into the earth, and a grounding point. And when you reach your black belt, that's when night had fallen and the lesson did actually begin.
So you are the knight.
Just like the ninja.
That's a good nickname as well, the knight. The ninja knight. Because I think they must have done our belts wrong, because I think it was like the second belt you could get in our place was the orange.
Yeah, it does vary.
Maybe it wasn't a proper karate thing. It was probably run by the school or something. I don't know.
It does vary from area to area or instructor to instructor. I mean, I've been to some places where they start you off on a red belt, and then you have to earn your white belt. Other places are the other way around, you go white to red. And some places actually put red right before the black.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
very confusing, yeah.
Yeah. And there's different types of karate as well, isn't there?
There are several different styles. I myself, I've got a black belt in both Shotokan and Wadaroo styles, but you've also got Kyokushinkai for one, and others that I forget, which is really bad.
So like we've established, people don't want to mess with you. And if they do, better luck to them, I suppose.
Just run. Just run.
Just run. Yeah, if you see James, even if it's broad daylight and you see him walking towards you in the street, just turn and run the other way as fast as you can, because he will kick the shit out of you. It doesn't matter who you are. Old lady carrying home your shopping, he's gonna beat the crap out of you. He needs to be constantly prepared, and he needs to be constantly practicing.
I'd just like to add in at this point,
Yeah.
I'm actually a really nice person, or I try to be.
Believe what you will, listeners. Believe what you will. Anyway, we need to get on with the show. So this week, James, usually when you're hanging around in your penthouse, you're either doing one of three things. You're either watching Antiques Roadshow,
Yep.
you're knitting,
Okay.
or you're building your new superhero costume.
Okay, yeah. Have I knitted my superhero costume?
No. This is you are building it properly. You know, you've collected all the materials from the skip, and you've decided I am going to do this amazing superhero costume. You don't have any superpowers, do you? So
Well,
not that I know of.
just
Apart from being Karate Man.
Just ninjaing, yeah.
Yeah.
That seems a waste of a skill. If I can knit, why would I build a costume?
I don't know. Well, I suppose like you want to use your strength. Like knitting is more of a Zen hobby.
Okay. Yep. With you. Carry on.
So you're building an Iron Man type suit, but to avoid copyright laws, you're using a different metal.
Okay.
You know, bronze or silver.
About lead.
Yeah, you're making a lead suit. You're going to be Lead Man, who can also do karate, which is pretty cool. So anyway, this morning you've watched your Antiques Roadshow, you finished your knitting, and you decide you're going to finally finish off your suit.
Okay.
And with your limited knowledge in superhero suit technology, you feel as if the suit is pretty much perfect by the end of the day.
Okay.
You're like, yep, this Lead Man is ready to go. I'm going to test this out.
Okay. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, but Rome's quite big. The
Yeah.
suit's a lot smaller.
A suit, you can knock that out in half an hour if you really put your mind to it.
Okay. Well, it's lead. You can bend it, can't you, with your hands?
Exactly.
Okay.
So you've built this suit, and you climb inside. You think you're still in your pajamas because you didn't bother getting dressed today.
I'm going to put a suit on. It's fine.
Yeah. So you get inside your suit, and you think, right, this feels quite comfortable. It feels like it feels like I've done all the technology stuff right. So yeah, you get inside and you press the thrusters and you slowly rise off of the ground and you think, actually, this is working. This is really good. My lead suit is, it's taken off. Nothing bad's happened.
Did I sound that surprised that it worked? I mean, I built
No,
it.
you didn't sound surprised.
Okay.
This is just me
Okay.
telling it back to you. You were confident. You said, yes, I knew this was going to work. I am Lead Man. So yeah, you slowly rise off the ground and you think, right, I'm going to test out a few of my buttons. You put different buttons in because what can Iron Man do? He can do pretty much anything. He can.
Everyone likes buttons.
Yeah,
Have you ever seen the button that says "Do not press this button"?
it's impossible not to touch that.
Exactly.
I don't know anyone. If you see a button that says "Do not push,"
It's like a wet paint sign. Wet paint. Is it? Can I touch it and test it?
yeah, I need to put my handprints in that to preserve them for all eternity. You see concrete that's just setting, you think, I'm going to walk my dog over that. I'm going to have paw prints all the way through the pavement.
There is always
Amazing.
a paw print.
There is always a paw print.
There is. It's always a paw print. And there's always fingerprints on wet paint. And it's a sign that says "Wet paint, do not touch." But still, somebody had to touch it.
Yeah, it's only natural. It's human nature. So you're testing out all your buttons. You try the intercom. You talk to all the people.
Oh, I've got people.
You've got people, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know who. Just I guess people that are too scared of you to leave the house. But you press one button and suddenly you start shooting backwards like a rocket and smash through your penthouse window. And you're looking down at the street below. And the suit, it suddenly malfunctions again.
Again?
And again. Cause, well, you've pressed a button that you thought was, bring me tea. And you've shot out the window, smashed through your window. You didn't mean to smash through your window, surely.
I didn't mean to smash through my window, but the button could have been reversed. That was all.
Yeah, so you smash through this window and then it malfunctions again and it opens up and you're mid-air now. You're like, not hundreds. What's a good amount of feet in the air that you're not going to die if you crash into it?
Are we talking sort of like not going to die but might break a leg?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
So you're about that high in the air.
It's like 3 stories.
That's what we're going to say. So 3 stories.
However many feet that is.
So the suit opens and you're ejected from it.
Bugger.
Yeah. You begin plummeting.
Double bugger.
Yeah. And you see below you the two usual open-top lorries that hang out around just outside your penthouse.
Oh, right, okay, so one mattress and one trash.
Close, but no cigar. One of the trucks, the open-top trucks, is Harry's hot sauce.
Okay.
The other truck is Jim's fish gut deposits.
Right, okay.
And you're hurtling down towards both, and you have just enough time, just enough thrust, just enough movement, using your karate skills,
Okay.
to flip around in the air and choose which one of these trucks you land in.
Okay.
But which one do you choose?
Oh, see, we could very well go into all the ins and outs on this, but that's quite an easy choice, because I'm not a massive fan of fish.
Yeah.
Tuna is perfectly acceptable because you can get steak from a tuna.
Yeah.
So I don't think that classes as a fish. It's more livestock.
Okay, I'll beg to differ, but go on. Carry on.
Well, it's alive and you stock it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not a massive fish fan.
Yeah.
Fish guts.
Fish guts, very soft.
Soft.
You fall into them, you're not going to break a leg.
No, this is true. See,
Hot sauce. Hot sauce, sorry.
Surely that's like falling into a swimming pool.
It is, but imagine that. You know, if you rub a chili on your hand,
Yeah.
and then it stings for, quite a while, but imagine falling face first into that and it burning away, like the chili's burning away all of your skin. If you've got your eyes open, because you're very alarmed, so your eyes are wide, Roger Rabbit style, you fall into it, that's going to burn your eyes.
Okay, right.
So,
stupid story time.
okay.
Something that I have done, probably might do again.
Yeah.
I once bought, the black pot noodle. Other noodle brands are available.
They are indeed.
But the black one, the hot one,
Yeah.
I once bought 12 of them
Yeah.
and ate them all. Not on the
In
same...
one-
not in
not-
one sitting.
not in one sitting,
I'll clarify that. But I saved all the hot sauce packets.
Okay.
And on the 12th one,
Yeah.
all 12 hot sauce packets went into one pot noodle.
Okay.
And then I ate it.
And how was that?
It was delicious. I do like hot sauce. And I do. I'm the guy that when you go to the kebab shop and they say, do you want chili sauce? And you look at the guy and go like, obviously, what other choice is there?
Mm-hmm.
And put extra jalapenos on it. I have also been known, whilst out drinking or at a party, and someone says, if you get a shot or a drink, I'll match it.
Yeah.
I have been known to pour a shot of hot sauce out and hand them round and then drink them to prove my point.
So you're fairly immune to hot sauce, is what you're saying.
I do like a good hot sauce or a good chili. I did used to grow my own bird's eye chili peppers and eat them off the plant, uncooked and raw.
So your tolerance is fairly high.
Yeah,
but that's eating. This is hot sauce covering, like you were just in your pajamas, so a pair of boxer shorts at most. You fall into this, your skin is covered in this hot sauce. Obviously, fish guts. You're going to survive. You'd just have a shower afterwards. You'd be fine.
I think you'd still smell after a shower.
You'd probably smell for a good few weeks.
Yeah,
maybe months.
Exactly. So.
And you don't like fish.
Exactly. So either way,
yeah,
I'm going to survive.
You're going to survive, definitely.
Possibly. I mean, the impact of hitting liquid from that height is going to hurt quite drastically.
Yeah. I mean, unless you can't swim, in which case you might drown in hot sauce.
No, swimming's not a problem.
Swimming's not a problem.
Although drowning in hot sauce does sound quite good.
If there was one way to go, hot sauce drowning would be it.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
Okay.
How long? Hypothetically, if I was to hit the fish guts or the hot sauce, because hot sauce has got a smell to it.
Yeah.
How long would I smell of that thing for?
So you're being marinated in hot sauce, or you're being marinated because you probably fall halfway in the middle of these fish guts. You're going to have to claw your way out.
Yeah, either or. I'm going to have to swim out.
Yeah, so you probably will smell of this thing, like even with constant showering every day, probably for a few months.
Okay.
You're gonna smell fairly bad.
Okay. Have I got enough movement and room to miss both the trucks?
No, you've got enough movement to fall in such a way that half of your body collapses inside the hot sauce and the other half inside the fish guts. But then you're going to be fish.
Hot fish sauce.
You're going to be hot fish sauce. You're going to be the hot fish sauce guy.
I'm imagining there's a divider between the two, though.
Not really. They're pretty close, parked pretty close together.
Yeah, but if there's two lorries and one's got hot sauce and one's got fish guts, even if they're parked close together, there's going to be a metal edge.
There's going to be a little metal edge, and that's where like your belly button's going to smash
awesome.
into.
So I'm probably going to slice in half.
Probably, yeah.
Or-
So you're going to lose your legs.
Yeah.
And even if you did get them reattached, they would smell of fish or hot sauce.
I'd be fish legs, like that
You'd
guy
be-
off of How to Train Your Dragon.
There you go.
Oh, great, he's a loser.
Oh, so you're going to be a loser.
Um,
And obviously you're going to have to go through the process of having your legs sewn back onto your body.
yeah, and if they didn't work properly, that would probably dent my teaching career.
Yeah,
It's quite hard to teach karate when you can't use your legs.
you could become a mermaid.
Oh,
Because the bottom half smells like fish. It doesn't work, so you can just sew the legs together.
oh, brilliant! Could I wear one of them like clamshell bra things?
Obviously. You could be a siren.
Oh,
You could just sit in the ocean, calling out your song.
can I use that as? Can I take that option?
I mean, it would break the game. It would break the premise of the show, but... I mean, if you want to be the first person to do that, we can do that.
I have plastic surgery and become a mermaid. I mean, I wouldn't have to work again because
No.
I'd be famous and people would pay me for being famous
Yeah,
and stuff. I mean,
I'm-
I could live at the Sea Life Centre.
you could, or you could live out on the rocks, be the mermaid, use your siren song to make the ship crash, and then just loot the ships because they're always carrying treasure, or they've always just plundered treasure.
Oh, brilliant.
Because everyone who sails on the sea is a
Pirate.
Yeah, that's common knowledge. That's fact number 2 for the episode. Everyone who sails on the sea is a pirate. No, there's no other people that sail on the sea. No, I don't think we can give you a consolation prize.
Okay.
You need to go one way or the other.
Got
with
one
this.
way or the other. Okay.
So either you're going to have your body, like your skin, if you go into the hot sauce, your skin is going to be lumpy and burnt, and it's not going to be bad for life.
Okay.
Either way, you're not going to suffer for life.
Okay.
I don't do that to guests on this show. I
Just
let them
Nathan.
live. Yeah, Nathan, he can be killed off in the most horrific way possible, but our guests, we let them live at the end of the show, and I think that says a lot about this podcast.
Okay. Right. In the fish guts,
Mhm.
I mean, there's obviously guts themselves,
Yep.
which are squidgy and fleshy, but squidgy,
Yeah.
which is a little bit cushioned.
Yeah.
Is there bones?
There might be, when you eat a fish fillet, sometimes there are these very thin bones.
I have seen them.
Yeah.
I have previously worked in restaurants, and I have
Yeah.
seen the chef boning the fish.
You've seen it. Wait a minute. Let's stop the podcast here. We're gonna turn everything off because we need to talk about this guy who was boning a fish in a restaurant.
That's the technical term for removing the bones from the fish. You're a chef. You should know this.
You would have thought so.
I think, however,
Yeah.
and most people will agree with me, we need to re-term this. It cannot be called boning a fish for obvious reasons.
I don't think so. I think that is boning a fish.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Can you imagine walking into a restaurant and saying to the chef, "What's the special this afternoon?" He went, "Well, I've just boned a fish."
I've just boned this fish.
Yeah, brilliant. So what can I eat?
Yeah, and not really what I came to the restaurant to hear, not really what I came to talk about, but fair enough. Anyway, what is on the menu? Boned fish. So you're serving this fish that you boned. Yeah, what's the problem?
Doesn't come with a special sauce.
I always wondered what hollandaise was.
Tone lowered.
So anyway, where were we before we got distracted about boning fish?
Okay, so I've got the choice of burning myself to bits on the hot sauce
Yeah.
and possibly burning my bits on the hot sauce.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, you were in your pyjamas,
Yep.
which is usually a pair of underwear, right? A boxer shorts.
Yep.
So
I
you've
mean,
got
they're not entirely liquid proof, are they? So
not really. You got a little bit of protection though.
okay, but it could still shoot up the leg.
Yeah, boxer shorts are quite baggy.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't think of that.
I did.
I mean, it's happening to you. You've got in these 4 seconds that you have as you're plummeting. All these thoughts are going through your head.
Am I seeing things in slow motion? Is this 4 seconds?
Yeah.
For everyone else, it's 4 seconds, and for me, it's like 4 hours.
Yeah, you're reliving your entire life. Any mistakes that have happened in your life, you're rethinking them,
There's a
thinking.
few.
Yeah, they're all playing back in super slow motion. Every agonising moment is coming back to you. It's a really horrible scenario.
Thanks.
It's as if whatever God has made this happen is tormenting you in some way.
Probably because I don't believe in him.
Mm.
That's his revenge, isn't it?
It's his revenge for you not believing, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've got I can be burned in the hot sauce, burned to bits, but have my bits burned.
Yep.
Or I can fall in the fish guts, which are going to be mildly squidgy with the possibility of getting boned.
Yep.
It depends how good the chef was, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, if he did his job properly, then you're not going to get boned.
Well, sure, no, if he's done his job properly, I will get boned because he'll have pulled them all out and they'll be in the fish guts.
This is the discarded bits.
Yeah.
So yeah, if he's done his job properly, if this is a good chef, you will get boned.
Okay. Was it you?
Yep. Let's say yeah. I was the chef.
It was the chef outside your place. Okay. And the chef outside your place? The truck outside your place?
Yeah. I'm the chef inside my place. We're getting a bit tangled up. So I deboned all these fish.
I like that debone.
I didn't bone them, I deboned them. Threw the guts and the bones away.
Okay.
Into this truck.
Yep.
And it's waiting there for you.
Okay. Well, I think.
Yeah.
Going off of that and the fact that I hate fish.
Yeah.
Hate's a strong word, isn't it? I dislike fish quite strongly.
Why is that? Let's delve into that, actually. I want to pause for a minute just to find out why fish, specifically.
Okay, shall I get on the couch for this?
I think you should. Just have a lay back and just let it all out.
Okay. I'm just not particularly a fan of fish, to be honest. I don't like crab because it's got that weird, funky, like, sea taste. Mm-hmm. And we all know that the sea is dangerous because, like, fish piss in it.
Yep.
And I'm just not a fan of fish. And then you get cockles and mussels, and they just taste like snot.
I've never had an oyster, but they look disgusting. It just looks like a little bit of snot in a shell.
Exactly that. And everyone knows what snot tastes like, whether they like to admit it or not, because we were all 3 at one point.
Some people do still enjoy the taste of snot.
Wasn't going to judge them on that. That's their prerogative.
If you at home enjoy the taste of snot, you're not
alone.
A completely awful person.
Message in and let us know.
Message in the comments, because I'm going to respond to all the comments that we get for this episode. So let us know if you enjoy the taste of snot, and I won't judge you too much.
I will, but then to be fair, probably 95% of the messages will be me. So whatever.
You'll just be responding to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what about a piece of like fish and chips at the fish and chip shop? Would you have that?
No.
No?
No, just not a fan. I don't like cod.
Yeah.
Someone once suggested salmon because it's similar to tuna.
Yep.
So I tried it. I'm not against trying something. I mean, been to France and they said, try a snail. And I went, okay, I'll give one a go. Tried it. Didn't like it.
Have you tried frog's legs?
Yeah, again, not a massive fan.
I've never tried that. I mean, I'm vegetarian now, but when I wasn't, I never tried frog's legs.
No, I was told they tasted like chicken, so I thought I'll give it a go. Just a bit weird, maybe because I know it's a frog's leg.
Was it slimy or not?
No, they were like fried and stuff.
Oh, deep fried. Were they battered?
That's the word, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but tuna, quite happy with tuna. We'll eat tuna all day
Is that tin tuna or is that tuna steaks?
Either or.
Either. Oh, well, there you go. That's one thing at least.
Yep.
So there was probably a few tuna guts in there.
Okay, still
not good.
Still not good. You've still got the rest of it and the spiky little bones that stab me in the eye.
Yeah.
Leg, arm. I mean,
there is that.
You know when you see the cartoons when like someone falls in the cactus?
Yeah.
And then they're pulling the things out of their various body parts.
Yeah.
I'm picturing that.
You're picturing pulling fish bones out of your arms.
Legs, buttock.
So not only are you dripping with fish guts
and
stinking of fish. Yeah, I think if we just go for smell wise, I would much rather prefer to smell of hot sauce than I would of fish.
See, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Texture-wise and obviously the burning of the skin-wise, I would go for the fish guts.
I see, texture-wise, I'd probably go for the hot sauce.
Yeah, it's
Not
like
got-
thick water.
Exactly. Not got the squidginess. I mean, height-wise, like when you hit water really hard.
Yeah.
If you've jumped off a diving board really badly.
Yeah.
Especially if it's the high one that's like the top of a bus. You sort of land with that slap.
Yeah.
Obviously that hurts because it's a solid thing.
Yeah.
But if you can get something to break that surface tension before, which I know isn't an option that I've got, unfortunately.
And no, you don't. I was going to say, do you have coins in your pockets? But you're just wearing underwear, so.
Yeah. You haven't got pockets, let alone coins. But yeah, when you hit that like that top, and you got that surface tension, that's the bit that hurts.
Yeah.
If you can break the surface tension, then it's not so much of a problem. So, and then again, depends on height, and probably about that height that's just about enough to actually hurt.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd probably still opt for the hot sauce.
You're going for hot sauce.
Yeah. The issue is the burning part. Do I want to get burned or stabbed by guts, bones?
So if there were no bones, if it was just guts, would you still go for the hot sauce?
And then again, with smell-wise, I'd go hot
Yeah.
sauce. Texture-wise, I'd go guts.
Mm.
But that smell is going to be there, isn't it?
That smell is a strong part of your life for the next few months.
Yeah.
Like hot sauce can smell quite nice. You go into Nando's,
man,
you
I
think, yeah.
We've already established I do like hot sauce.
Yeah.
Not just the taste, the smell was fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to eat something that smells like it shouldn't. Or
Yeah.
something that smells like it's about to fucking keel over and die.
I mean, even if it's the garlic Nando's sauce, you'd still prefer that.
Yeah.
And you'd ward off vampires.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is very true. I think, to be fair, it's smelling of either. You're going to ward off most people.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be the hot sauce.
I think, I felt that was what you were leaning towards.
I've leaned towards it from the start.
Yeah.
Weighing up the options, going through it all.
Yeah, at least we went through it all and we did scientifically prove.
It's like me with fish.
Yeah.
I will give it a chance.
Yeah.
I won't dismiss it instantly. With any food, in fact, I won't dismiss it. I will weigh it up. I will give it a shot and then decide from there. But no, it's going to be the hot sauce.
So there you go. Everyone at home, if you're ever in this situation that James has got himself into and you're falling towards either fish guts or hot sauce, make sure you land in the hot sauce. It's the only way.
In fact, before you do that, just build a better suit.
Or build a better, make a better lead suit. Just make sure the buttons are configured correctly.
Or just label them.
Maybe label them.
Before you get outside and you press the button that's eject, make sure you test it indoors.
That was it. You labelled the wrong button. It was...
I just didn't label it.
Oh, you didn't label any of them?
No.
Oh, that's the problem. You were just pressing them all at random. You thought, this is fun.
Because you sort of you've got this whole wiring set and you've got 25 wires and you go, well, that goes to that button and that goes to that button. And then you fly and you go, and I pressed the one button and ended up outside through the window.
Yeah.
And then I pressed the next button and it was the get out button.
Yeah.
If I'd have labelled it indoors before I'd started, if I'd have pressed the get out button, I'd have just fallen on my arse.
Exactly. So there you go. Everyone at home knows fall in the hot sauce. So James, do you have a scenario for me?
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. So, as you know, we're both quite fond of video games. We both like a good...
Definitely.
Yeah.
I love to play a video game in my spare time.
Exactly, especially the vintage variety.
Oh,
Sort of
yeah,
like
definitely.
16-bit, 8-bit, 2D side-scrolling.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Exactly.
One of the best
I was
games.
trying not to name names, but...
Golden Axe.
Yeah, mid-90s sort of...
Green Dog, Beach Surfer Dude.
Oh,
Brilliant
yes.
game.
Yes, or something like Parodius, or...
But no, when all Sega games, not even Sega,
No, just
but
that
saying
era.
16 to 32-bit games. Yeah, all of those games are valid. Street Fighter.
Oh, classic. Streets of Rage.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And now, mine just went blank. It was like, next one? Nope, nothing.
No, mine didn't go
Altered
blank.
Beast.
Kid Chameleon.
Oh,
See, mine didn't go blank. Mine wandered off into a distant land of magicalness.
Yeah, it was a different time. It was
A better time.
a better time, a simpler time,
Yes, exactly that.
a more exciting time.
Anyway, so you were sat there playing your vintage video games from the mid-90s.
Yep.
And you decided that one day what actually you needed was a little bit of help, a bit of assistance.
Yeah.
And some games have, those built-in cheat codes where you can switch them on and off from the menu, and some have those, multiple button combinations like up, down, left, right, A, B, start.
Oh yeah, the very best. Sonic the Hedgehog. Every time. Like, there was the one where you could do the level select on Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yep.
But there was also the one where you could actually edit the levels in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah, the debug setting where the producers and the developers used to use it to test their levels out.
Yeah.
And to move
And
things
they had
up.
left it in the game.
Yeah, it was, silly mistake on their part, brilliant for us.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you could put like 1 billion ring boxes in a row, have like 100 lives within the first 10 seconds.
I mean, get all 7 emeralds.
All that, yeah, that
In the first few seconds of the game, and then...
There was actually a thing on there, Sonic 1 definitely,
Yeah.
where you could have a box, and it was an emerald box.
That sounds amazing. Like, for people who haven't played Sonic, they're completely lost at this point, but for me, this is like...
Random fact,
Yeah.
There we go.
Another fact.
Yes.
Third fact of the episode, I think.
Third fact of the
Yep.
episode, random fact of the day.
Yeah.
If you've played Sonic and you know that sort of iconic title sequence where he pops up, in the first game it's just him, in the second game, third game it's him and Tails, and
Yep.
they pop up in the logo.
Yeah.
And it's almost like the RAF style emblem with the wings.
Yeah.
That came about due to the marketing department trying to sell it to the Sega higher-uppers.
Yeah.
They came up with this entire story that there was this American pilot who was absolutely amazing during the war, who had blue hair. He dyed his hair blue and he wore it in like a spiky upward style.
Like a popular video game character, yeah.
Exactly. That was part of the design for Sonic came about, and then they sort of invented this backstory for this guy who never existed.
Wow.
From the US Air Force.
Yeah.
And the wing design came from that. And
Yeah.
that's why they put Sonic in there. And they said they told the Sega higher upper the budgety people with the money,
Yeah.
that this Air Force pilot had like 25 kills and was absolutely amazing. And his nickname was Sonic because he flew so fast.
That's amazing.
And they used that as part of their
Yeah.
whole thing to get the budget from Sega to develop the Sonic project.
And that's what got it off the ground.
And that was what got it off the ground, yeah.
That's amazing. And then Tails also flew a plane. Was that part of that as well, or was
No,
that
that
just
came
completely...
after.
That was after.
But yeah, the whole thing was the fact that Sonic was, according to them, some American fighter pilot who was absolutely amazing, and that's where the wing emblem came from.
Well, there you go. You tuned into this show expecting facts, but you don't expect interesting facts on this show. And we've just got you the most interesting fact we've probably ever had on this podcast.
It's Sonic based, and I grew up with Sonic,
Yeah.
and I could go
You can't
on.
beat Sonic games. I wonder, because the first game, they just had Sonic and Robotnik.
Yep.
And none of the other characters existed at that point.
It
was just those two,
Yeah.
and obviously the robot animals.
Yeah, they're just the badniks.
Yeah. And that was the very first thing they did, this Sonic game.
Yeah.
So they didn't have the idea for any of the other characters or anything. But from that came all these TV shows, comic books,
Yep.
spin-off video games, everything.
Yeah, I mean,
All from this one thing.
to continue on with the... I'm going to sound like a right nerd now.
Yeah.
If you jump forward, skip Sonic 2,
Yeah.
not for any particular reason.
Sonic 2 was a good game.
It was an amazing game, and it was
Yep.
the introduction of Tails,
Yep.
or Miles, if you want to refer to his actual name.
Another fact.
They're going to come thick and fast now.
Okay.
You've got me started on
We're going to
Sonic.
reel them off.
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you skip forwards, the
Yep.
development for Sonic 3 had already started when they started Sonic 2.
Yep.
Sonic and Knuckles
My favourite game, I just want to point out, Sonic and Knuckles was my favourite game.
was originally going to be part of Sonic 3.
I can understand that because they had the little bit in the top where you could put the game into it.
Yep. They ran out of development time
Yep.
against the deadline they were working to, so they ran out of development time. and went, right, we're going to have to... Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles were meant to be one game in the initial instance.
Okay.
Which is why when you put Sonic 3 on top of Sonic and Knuckles, you could play as Knuckles in Sonic 3.
Yeah.
And then if you played as Sonic or Tails or Sonic and Tails, you ran through all 14 levels, not just 7.
That's insane.
Initially, it was going to be the one game. They were going to run... the whole time they were developing that was the time they were developing Sonic 2, which is why Sonic 2 works if you plug it into the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge.
I did always wonder about that, because you put Sonic 1 in, and
Robotnik
work. Shaking his finger saying, no, no, no. Yeah.
Because at that point, they hadn't come up with the other characters or the rest of the storyline.
That's insane. There's so much Sonic lore. We should just do a podcast that is just Sonic lore or video game lore.
Oh, if you just Sonic lore alone, there's
so much to go off of. I mean, I'm quitting this podcast. Everyone out there, we're quitting. If you have to, though, everyone turn off now and Google search. What are we going to call this new podcast?
I don't know.
We need a name for it. It needs to be a catchy name. What's Sonic known for? Supersonic speed.
On to Supersonic.
Yeah.
Something that always bugged me.
Okay.
If you were playing Sonic 2 and Knuckles or Sonic 3 and Knuckles,
yeah,
you get your Sonic.
Yeah.
You 7 emeralds, you Supersonic.
Yeah.
If you get 7 emeralds as Knuckles or 7 emeralds as Tails, all 3 characters, 7 emeralds are achievable by level 2 Act 1.
Yeah.
I have done it 7 times.
That's a fact.
It
no one question it.
It is a fact. Yep. It's also a fact that you do not get an extra life for 300 rings. I was very much annoyed by that.
What? So you get 1 life at 100, 2 lives...
No, 1 life at 200.
Yeah, an extra life, yeah.
Yeah, so 1 at 100, 1 at 200.
Yeah.
At 300, nothing.
People who made the Sonic games, we're calling you out. Why have you ruined our lives? We've spent a long time collecting 300 rings in your level, and you're giving us nothing for that. Shame on you. Anyway,
and for evidence,
continue.
I have photographs of this.
Yeah,
I have photographs at the point of what scene was it? The Marble Gardens in Sonic 3. Marble Garden Zone, 300 rings, 500,000 points.
We're going way off topic here, but favourite zone in all of the Sonic games.
In all of them?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ almighty.
Yeah. This has now become a Sonic podcast. I'm sorry for all these people out there who don't know what Sonic is or don't like Sonic in general, or were really offended by the new Sonic movie. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't comment.
I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
A bit of a change from the original Sonic Origins, but I can accept that, and it worked for what they did.
Answer the first question first. So, favourite Sonic...
Favourite zone?
Zone.
I don't think I can choose. I like the Ice Cap Zone, purely for the snowboarding. I was going to say skateboarding. No, snowboarding. I like the Casino Zone from... they used it in both Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, although it had different names, it was the same concept.
Yeah.
For the arcade machines, slot machines.
I mean, Sonic 1, they had something similar to that, didn't they?
You're thinking Starlight Zone?
No, not Starlight Zone. There was one just
Starlight
before
Zone.
Before Starlight Zone, the music is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Starlight Zone, if you just Google Starlight Zone music, it is so good. Like, I play that level just because I enjoy the music.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, definitely. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I forgot where we were going with it.
You were trying to tell me a story. Originally, we were doing a scenario, and then we started talking about Sonic.
Right. Scenario. Yes. So yeah, you're playing your vintage video games from the mid-90s.
Yep.
You've used cheat codes that aren't available through the options menu.
Yeah.
So they've randomly appeared in some papery form on the internet or by phone line.
No, I definitely didn't have the internet back then.
In Games Master magazine.
Yeah. Now
yes.
Okay, right, we're going back. we're gonna pause a minute. People of modern age won't know this, but we used to buy magazines, and in the magazines you would get these little booklets, and they would be full of walkthroughs, cheat codes, everything you needed to know about all your favourite games, and it was the best thing ever. But nowadays you can just Google it on the internet. We didn't have the internet back then, or most of us didn't anyway.
And if you did have it, you type in like cheat codes for whatever you were playing,
Yeah.
and it would take the best part of 25 minutes to get your cheat codes.
Yeah.
If someone in the house didn't pick the phone up or the phone rang.
Yeah, and to actually get on the internet itself, you had to hook it up to your phone, and then it would make this horrible noise for about 10 minutes just to get on the internet.
Has anybody out there seen The Matrix?
I'm
Those
sure they
noises.
Yeah. Anyway, back to the scenario. Cheat codes.
Right, so yes, you've used your cheat codes that you should not have access to in any way, shape or form because the developers forgot to turn them off.
These are the forbidden cheat codes, the
Yes.
ones that no one should really use.
Yes, not the ones when you can press pause and go, cheat code, I want to activate unlimited ammo.
No, these are ones that you shouldn't know about, but are in the game, unfortunately.
Yes, those ones. So you've gone to enter your various cheat codes on the game of your choice, and all of a sudden, Wreck-It Ralph style,
Yep.
one of the characters pops up and goes, hang on, what do you think you're doing?
There's always one of those. That's the thing. People don't realise Wreck-It Ralph is very, very documentary style, close to life. There are actually little characters built into video games that are living and existing.
So you've just entered your cheat codes.
Yep.
Wreck-It Ralph has appeared.
Yep.
Or
the guy inside
the guy inside the machine. Yep. Very, very similar. The guy inside the Matrix.
Yep. It's Neo.
Neo has appeared.
Neo has appeared and he's told me I've been cheating.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Yep.
So yeah, you've been caught cheating. You've gone for infinite rings or infinite health or unlimited ammo, or you've not been spotted by the guards or whatever it is.
I'm strolling in front of the guards. I'm doing like a dance, and
they can't see you.
Yeah.
So
I'm walking up to them like bare-chested, thrusting my hairy chest in their face, and they're not even noticing. They're not paying the slightest bit of attention. They're standing as if there's no one else there.
This is more about you and your life choices than the game itself, to be fair. But yeah, let's roll with that. That works.
Okay.
So the game of your choice that
Yep.
you are currently playing, you're that dwarf on Golden Axe, aren't you?
Oh, definitely.
The one
I've
with the
got
big axe.
Yeah.
And you're sort of like, look at me, I'm small but sexy. Hey.
Yeah, I've got my big white hairy chest.
That's the one.
Stick it out. Yeah.
Anyway, so the game goblin or the gremlin or whoever it is has appeared.
Yeah.
And he says, player one, because obviously you're player one, you're playing by yourself on your game.
Yeah, I'm not playing 2-player.
Yeah. You've entered a cheat code. This goes against our rules and regulations of the gaming world.
Okay, I'm very confused, but sure. Like this guy's appeared to me on my game.
Yeah.
And I was just about to get infinite lives and evade all the guards.
Yep.
But no, this guy's appeared to me and told me he's
not happy.
Yeah.
He's gone. Look, it's against the principles. It's against the reasoning behind the game. You're there to save the people and protect the world.
Yeah.
And you're going to do it as a noble warrior. But you, in your infinite wisdom, went, no, bollocks. Watch this.
Yeah.
So he's given you these two options.
Okay.
You either get sucked into the console, not the game, but the console itself.
So whatever's played.
So you are at the mercy. Yeah, you are at the mercy of the player.
Okay.
They could be playing Shinobi the Ninja.
Yeah.
And you get 3 lives.
Right.
And that is it. You get 3 lives.
And then I am dead for good.
You could take the place of Sonic the Hedgehog.
Nice.
You could become the character they choose from Golden Axe.
Yeah.
You could be the muscly man with the sword, or you could be the dwarf with the axe,
or the woman with the fire powers.
And that's the one. You could be the woman in the bikini.
Nice. I've always dreamed of being a woman in a bikini.
Yeah.
Who could summon fire dragons from her hands.
That's it. I mean, you could luck right out, and they could be playing Cool Spot, that red spot from the 7-Up adverts.
Exactly.
And you could just be a red dot with legs and arms. Or, option B.
Yeah.
You can live the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Your life.
My life.
As a 2D side-scroller with 16-bit capability.
Right, so I am either inside the PlayStation and I can...
Oh, it's not a PlayStation. We're not that advanced.
Sorry, no. I am either inside this 16-bit console.
Yep.
and I will
I'm thinking sort of like not necessarily 16-bit, but it could be a SNES, it could be a Mega Drive, it could be a Master System if you're as old as we are.
Yeah, and not as far back as Atari, because then I would just be a cube.
No, and I'm not going to be that vicious.
Okay, so I would, depending on the player. When the console's off, would I just be in stasis? I'm just nothing.
Yeah, when the console's off, nothing is happening. You are just...
I'm just in a blank black void.
You're aware of what's happening.
Yeah.
But nothing is happening.
Yeah. So I just see nothing, hear nothing.
Yeah, you have your own consciousness.
Yeah.
And your own mental capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, because there is no power to the console, nothing is happening. You are just in a black.
Yeah. So, am I in the console of someone who likes to play vintage games a lot?
See, this is the issue.
Yeah.
You were in your console because you were playing your console when you cheated.
Okay, so my console is getting sold to a second-hand shop because
you vanished.
Yeah, I've vanished, and people are like, right, we're gonna loot his house and sell off all his shit.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So
your family could be selling your stuff off to cover your costs of the search for looking for you.
Yeah.
So it's never going to happen because you're in the console that they've just sold.
Yeah, so they're never going to find me, so they're selling off all my shit anyway. So for argument's sake, let's say I was zapped into a Sega Mega Drive.
Okay.
That gets sold to either a second-hand shop or a second-hand used game shop. Some kid buys me. He plays it now and again. He's got a PS4. He doesn't really care about it, but he'll play it every now and again.
Yeah.
So I will become the characters in his video games that he plays.
Yep.
Or I can exist eternally.
Yep.
But I'm a 16-bit character with their capabilities.
Yes, more than likely you're living now your lifestyle that you currently live as a 2D side-scroller.
So I can still go get pizza at the pizza shop.
Yep.
It would just be 2D.
Yep.
Would tasting things and eating things be the same?
For you, yes, they would.
Yeah.
But you would also have you've got to jump the obstacle, jump the spikes. You've got to dodge the fire that's coming at you.
Of course, because when they're making the pizza, they're loading up the furnace, and that sends fireballs shooting at me.
Yes, exactly that. Think Mario, think Sonic. That is something that they deal with on a day-to-day basis.
So to pay for it, I have to slam my head against a block to get the coin out to buy the pizza in the first place.
You've either got to...
Can people at home tell that we've just eaten pizza?
Yes, you've either got to slam your head into this brick to get a single coin from it, or you've got to go spinning into the telly that might be in front of you.
Yeah, and as a 16-bit character, I would have lives.
3, yes.
3 lives.
As per the rules. And I'm guessing that if I collected enough coins, I could trade them in for another life. So if I had £100, I could give that to the game gods and gain an extra life for myself. See, working on the Sonic and Mario theme,
yeah.
Not only do you, like say Sonic for example, if you get 100 rings, you get an extra life.
Yeah.
But you also get to keep your 100 rings. You get that life as an achievement, as a reward for having that many rings.
I like that. So I get the money to buy multiple pizzas, and I get to live another day if I get killed by the fireball coming out from the pizza company blasting out fireballs.
Yes. Don't forget that you also work in a kitchen with hot ovens.
I do. Oh god, yeah, that will be hazardous because obviously the floors are going to all be spikes.
Yes.
I'm going to have to jump from counter to counter just to fry up these.
There will be various safe spots and various spike spots depending on your journey and your route to work.
Oh god, I didn't even think about walking to work. I mean, it's hazardous enough as it is. I have to cross a main road, but now it's going to be like Frogger. I'm going to have to. I get one turn to move forwards, and then I've got these cars coming towards me. So, this is going to be difficult. So let's go back to the other option. The other option, I am in a Sega Mega Drive, we've established, and every time this punk kid, what's his name? Corey? Probably Corey.
Sounds like a Corey, yeah.
Yeah. Every time Corey...
Or Brad.
Oh, what's worse, Corey or Brad?
I don't know, they both sound like douches.
Corey Bradson.
Oh.
So every time...
Oh, you're screwed.
I know. Every time Corey Bradson decides to have a little... play about on his Sega Mega Drive, because he's trying to be hip and cool playing a 90s console even though he's in 2020, I get to come alive. And what games would Corey Bradson play?
Well, as he's playing a Sega Mega Drive,
Yeah.
obviously you've got the obvious options of Sonic 1, 2 and 3 and Sonic and Knuckles.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Sonic CD was for the Saturn.
Yeah.
So your 32-bit option is gone.
Yeah. Was Flicky's Island on?
Oh, Flicky's, that was the 3D one, wasn't it?
Was that on Sega, the Mega Drive?
Oh, you're
though?
trying to twist this. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Flicky's I think that was a Mega Drive version.
See, if he plays that...
It may have been a Mega Drive 2,
Ah.
but that was still within the
Are
capabilities.
we going to allow that game?
I will allow.
Okay, we're allowing that game. So in that case, that's quite a nice... Like, I could just relax on the island. I could chill out.
Because you're still at the beck and call of what he controls.
Oh, so I'm controlled by this Corey Bradson.
Yeah.
Fucking Corey Bradson. He's the bane of my life. So even though I get to assume all these different roles, I can be a ninja, I can be a blue hedgehog, I can be a guy with a massive axe.
Yeah, you can be a red spot. You could be one of the micro machines.
Exactly. I could be...
You could be a race car.
They did a Power Rangers game. I could be a cool Power Ranger.
A Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, I could be a turtle.
But if he was bad at the game, you're just going to get absolutely battered.
So in this scenario, when I die, I can still come back because he's just putting a new game in. Yeah.
Well, you're getting 3 lives
Yeah.
each game.
Yeah.
Oh, can you come back?
Can I come back?
Can you come back, or do we just say that you've got 3 lives, and if he's that bad, that is you done?
Because Corey Bradson sounds like a terrible gamer.
See, you might find that the saving grace is that because Corey Bradson is some hipster...
He plays it once and then forgets about it.
And then doesn't listen.
He puts it on his YouTube channel and it's like, yeah, I've done the retro
exactly,
thing.
and he doesn't listen to podcasts, so we're not going to offend him.
Yeah.
But his dad might turn around and go, I remember that from when I was young.
I'm going to give that a go.
That's the one.
I'm terrible at this game.
I was terrible 35 years ago and I'm still bad now.
Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to fare much better with Corey Bradson's dad. Brad Bradson.
Not Bad Bradson.
Bad boy Bradson. That's what they used to call him in college.
Yeah.
He used to wear the leather jacket, the slicked back hair.
But he got the name because he was shit at video games.
Yeah. He looked like a character from Grease. So I'm either going to be controlled but assume different roles, or I can live my life perfectly fine. I just have to avoid spikes, fireballs,
holes.
Oh god, yeah, holes in the ground.
Yeah,
because every video game, like, there's just a gap in the scenery, and if you fall down it, no one knows where it goes, but you die.
Yeah, exactly that.
But I think rather than being controlled by Brad Bradson or his son Corey Bradson for eternity, like, I wouldn't be able to control my movements. I wouldn't be able to do things. At least if, I'm in a 16-bit world and it's not great because, I have to dodge all these obstacles. But I can still sort of go to the shops, buy my things. It will take a hell of a lot longer. I have to dodge spikes and everything else. But I am controlling my own movements, controlling my own life. So I think I will go for the 16-bit life. They will call me 16-bit Bennett. And I think that's how I'm going to have to live the rest of my life from now on.
Are you sure?
I mean, if you've got a counterpoint, please.
You have forgotten one key thing.
Mm-hmm.
The music from 16-bit games.
Yeah.
We may have mentioned earlier that in Sonic...
Yeah.
There are various levels that have some epic soundtracks.
Mm.
Have you ever, in Sonic, after collecting your 7 emeralds and done your double tap a little bit sooner than planned, had to live the next 3 minutes with the supersonic music? Don't know about you, but that's irritating as shit. Especially if you've then managed to collect one of the electric bubbles that attracts more rings.
Yeah.
So as your ring count is going down and you're sitting there going, please hit 0, please stop this sound, please stop this sound, all of a sudden you gain 15 extra seconds.
Yeah.
That would be your life.
I still think... Oh, we're on Mario now.
Well, similar time period, similar theory. You know, we didn't. I mean, you specified a Mega Drive. I didn't.
No, yeah, that was
I
definitely
just
my
said
call.
16-bit.
Yeah.
It could be one of these emulation systems where it plays multiple consoles.
Also, we can add Game Boy to that.
If it's 16-bit.
Oh, so if he was playing Pokemon.
Yeah, again, an awesome game. Massive fan. Music does my head in.
No, I can put up with Pokemon music.
Oh, but could you put it up with it for the rest of your life?
I don't know, every time you go into a battle. No, maybe not.
And then again, battle music. Think Sonic.
Yeah.
You get to work. You've got to talk to your manager.
That would be any situation that was uncomfortable. It was like, you go, oh, you know, the delivery company's giving me the wrong shampoo. Oh, I'll go back and return it. Yeah, hi, I need to return this. Yeah, that would become annoying. So I've got a soundtrack to my life as well.
You see, that's a key point you've forgotten.
Yeah.
With a 16-bit game,
yeah,
you know, everyone knows the graphics weren't brilliant. The music wasn't brilliant. It was all about the story. But the graphics and the music were an integral part of that story.
Oh yeah, if they didn't have that, if they remastered a video game and it didn't have the original music, people would kick off.
Have you watched the Sonic X TV series?
Yes.
And every time Rouge appears, doesn't matter what the situation is, every time she appears, it's that terrible jazz music. It could be life-threatening. It could be that she's just arrived. It's that same...
That's her theme music.
Yeah, and it never fits the situation, and it's fucking appalling.
Yeah.
That is now your life, but in MIDI 16-bit version.
So it's a life of constantly on the edge, trying to survive all these elements, musical torture because you're getting the same music, because I'm guessing that it would be custom to my life.
Yep.
So whatever I was dealing with, they would the universe would come up with a custom 16-bit music score for that.
You would have like 4 different ones. One for your day-to-day doings. One for dealing with like stress and management.
Yeah.
Yeah, one for like, oh my god, I found something amazing, like a coin. Oh, Final Fantasy amazingness. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've got limited
So I've got
options.
four pieces of music for the rest of my life.
Well, you might find that 4 general sounds.
Yeah.
So your day-to-day life might change from day to day as per different levels, but the I've done something brilliant / I found something amazing is the same.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with stress will be the same.
Yeah. I'm having my normal day-to-day experience. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the only way it would change, I guess, is if I went to another country. Like in Sonic, you've got Green Hill Zone. He's in that world. It's the Green Hill land. Then he goes to Marble Zone. It's completely different music.
Completely different. See, I think we could look at the fact that could generally be, rather than you're travelling, it could be day to day. You could be having a brilliant day. Starlight Zone, Sonic 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
You could be having a slightly worse day.
Yeah.
And it could then be another random Sonic level. I've forgotten the names of like the rest of them from the next 4 games.
Labyrinth.
Oh, Labyrinth Zone. What a horrible, shitty level that was.
Anything underwater is horrible. Anything where most of it is underwater, you're not going to enjoy. But, right, okay, so let's get down to the main thing. I will either be in a blank black void for the rest of my life until Corey Bradson decides to play his video games.
Yes.
And in that case, I would become whichever character he chose.
Yeah, but until that point, you are you in that blank black void. You have control over what you do.
And what I think.
Yes. Until he switches on.
So I can be sitting there coming up with amazing ideas for new video games, but then I wouldn't be able to tell people these ideas.
Yes, exactly.
Unless I could do it through like dialogue. It's like I meet a new character and it's like, I've got this idea for a video game. There's a lion who collects broccoli because he's a vegan, and then everyone gets confused. Like, we're playing Shinobi. What the hell is going on? Or my entire life is as it is, but a video game in 16-bit. I still think I would prefer my life to be as it is now. Like, fair enough, I could I could have all that time to myself to think and be alone with my own thoughts, but that's not always a great thing. But no, I'm going to pick living in a 16-bit world. It's this world, but 16-bit. I mean, I could collect beer bottles and
Pizza boxes.
Pizza boxes. There you go. Those are my rings and my emeralds. Beer bottles and pizza boxes. So I'm going to live in a 16-bit world for the rest of my life, unfortunately.
So there we go. If you're going to cheat at video games, own your cheating, own your problem, become the video game, live that life.
Yeah. We're never going to condone not cheating, because cheating is the only way to play video games.
I'm not entirely sure
that's the moral of this story.
Is that the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is cheat, but be prepared for the consequences.
Okay.
Is that fair?
I don't know. I was going to say, if you're going to cheat, do it properly.
If you're going to cheat, don't get caught.
Yes!
There's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
If you're going to cheat, don't get caught.
Yeah, go big, then go home. Not go big or go home.
Yes. So you're going to live out the rest of your life, well, the next few months, as a hot sauce smelling burned skin guy, and I'm going to live out the rest of my life in a 16-bit video game. I think you've come out better in this scenario.
Well, at least mine's not permanent.
Yeah, exactly. But if people at home disagree with anything we've said today, then they can let us know in the comments, and you're going to comment on all of the comments that people comment on. And if you enjoyed the episode, then please follow and subscribe to the podcast on Patreon. And you can find the Patreon on patreon.com/ifyouhadtothough, where you can find all the newest episodes with more being posted up all the time. And it will help us out a lot if you do. And you can follow me on Twitter at Kyle M. Bennett. That's Kyle_M_Bennett.
2 N's, 2 T's.
2 N's and 2 T's, as always.
And you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram as Levers87. That's Levaz 87. If you follow me on Twitter, I'll probably ignore it because I've forgotten to check in for the last 5 months. But I'm quite active on Instagram, so brilliant.
Nice. This has been If You Had To, though. I've been Kyle.
I've been the other guy.
And I'm going to live out the rest of my life dodging fireballs and trying not to get impaled on spikes.